Tom Hanks, you the man. NERDSoul. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of movie reviews. Sort of. This isn't going to be the typical movie review. I'm gonna skirt around a couple of things because this is a retro review, and it's a cool thing because I got a chance to team up with a couple of folks like before, but this time I'm giving a big shout out to Fathom Events. Yo, Fathom Events hooked it up because they gave a 30th anniversary to the movie Big. We got a chance to see it on the big screen again, and it was fun. This is a fun time. Also, a huge shout out to Slice of Sci-Fi, and that's exactly what it is. That's right, a nice little morsel of news, opinion, all kinds of dope topics covering everything you could think of, from post-apocalyptic to time travel to magic, all that good stuff, because Slice of Sci-Fi is right there for you. And your boy NERDSoul got a chance to check out the movie that I have not seen in years. So how do I feel about it? Man, Big is fun. So strap yourselves in, because here we go. Now, super quickly before I get into it, this movie is, of course, at its 30th anniversary. So it's gonna be a spoiler. I don't wanna hear nothing. This movie is super old, but this movie is great and it deserves some love. So I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. And first up, we're gonna get into how fun it is. This movie, you just have a good time watching it. It's great for nostalgia's sake, but it's also great in just a look at a time that you could relate to your own childhood, like, you know, going to the carnival. And you might have your own memories. I have memories of carnival rides being way more dangerous than I think they should have been. But you know, you have these great times with cotton candy and popcorn, and the scene at the beginning brings those moments back. You also get those moments of playing on a team sport and the idea of having that girl that's, you know, she's a little older than you, but you have this crazy crush that you just can't get rid of. And these things just pull those moments back to you, and those relation to those good times and seeing those good times on the screen just help you have a really fun moment in the theater. Just smiling all the way through. I really enjoyed seeing his childhood and those struggles that you have like in middle school, and also struggling, of course, as an adult. Because the premise of this movie is, of course, you have this young kid. He sees the Zoltar, machine. He's like, yo, I want to make a wish. I want to be big. I want to be grown up because I can't ride the rides. I can't get the girl. I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it gives us a look at how it is to be a child trapped in an adult's body. And sometimes we feel like that. You know, sometimes you feel like, man, look, I just want to be a kid again. Or you might feel like you have the mind of a child, or maybe not the mind, like, you're not, intelligent, but just like the youthful vigor of a child, but you're trapped in an older person's body. And, he just wants that so bad. Cause, we all remember when we were younger, like, man, I just want to be, I wish I was big. I wish I was grown up so I could do this. So it's a wild premise. It's a fun premise, but it's something that you can relate to, because you can relate to wanting to be older and then being older and wishing that you could have fun like you did when you were a child. But, of course, with all these responsibilities, it's not as easy. But this movie is fun, has tons of fun in it all throughout, and you'll find yourself smiling more often than not. Now, to lead off of the fun, this movie is also funny. There are a lot of laughs. I found myself just giggling all the way through it. Belly laughs just with how cute it was. Belly laughs at the relationship between him and his friend. Just belly laughs at the reactions at the job. Because if you were to, have the inquisitive nature that a child has, the wide-eyed focus that a child has in, say, in a meeting or a conference or something like that, a lot of other adults would look at you, probably look down their nose at you because, you're an adult, you're supposed to be this way or something like that. And you don't always have to be like that, man. That youthful, I guess the injection of youth or the youthful mindset into this job is what really ended up changing it around. And it's just funny the way they do it, whether it's him playing with toys, whether it's him asking weird questions, him on the phone with his mom. John Lovitz is another thing that's just funny. Just his reactions to Tom Hanks and just how it goes down is just funny. Him, of course, in the store is funny, playing laser tag, and just all of these toys that you remember from yesteryear that really help you get into it, helps it be fun and also funny because these jokes are great with some really good actors and some really good comedic timing. Now, before the jump, I want to get into the supernatural and the magic nature of this movie because when I was younger, I just never really paid attention to it. I was like, hey, he made a wish and the kid's big now and it's fun. You know, he's playing with toys and has his own house. He has a trampoline. But the supernatural nature of this was really cool and something that I wouldn't mind seeing expanded upon and say another story about another kid or another adult somewhere else, you know, maybe in a semi-connected nature, because the whole Zoltar thing, you know, when he's approaching it and just the feel that you get, the music, the leaves rustling on the ground, everything has this very supernatural, magical, whimsical nature, and almost one of those things where it's like, be careful what you wish for. And you know, when you ask for it and you got it, and you just see just the way they maneuver this and position this in the film is something that they don't drive home because I think they already have enough to deal with being a kid and turning to an adult and believing that. But I think there's a lot there that could have been expanded upon in like later stories or divergent stories that I really thought was cool. And I appreciated a lot when they used different music cues and just the way it was placed in position, even when him and when he was on a date and you saw the machine in the background, I just thought it was cool. I really enjoyed it. So guys, we have one of the coolest things to get to, of course, which is that love thing in just a moment. But of course, first, KURO brand is going to help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below. Hat, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. So what about that love thing? The thing that happens when you grow up, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was 13 at the time. You know, he already had a little crush. How is it when you grow up and you see this almost romantic comedy slice inside of this film it seems natural. This doesn't seem like a situation with actors that are kind of just forced together because you're pretty and you're pretty, let's put you together. In the scenes and in their individual dates and moments and even moments at the job, it seems like a natural progression. Now, of course, you know, the young lady pursues him at first because of just his offbeat nature, but him being different and, you know, just out there and not really having the cares and stresses that other adults have is what drew her to him. And just like their first, I guess you could say, date where they're like jumping on the trampoline, there's just so much, just a really good, honest, natural connection and vibe between them that when I was watching on the screen, I just never really picked up on when I was younger. When I was, you know, when you're younger, you're just like, nah, whatever, it's girls. But now I'm like, you know, this is sweet. Aww. And it is sweet. There's a lot of just cute moments between them two, sweet moments. Even the way they handle it on screen with them, you know, of course, you know, making love, I guess you could say. This is a family show, so we gotta do what we gotta do. But the way they handle that is very classy in, you know, a film type of way. So I really enjoyed all aspects. You know, it's fun, it's funny, there's a little bit of love in there, but at the heart of it, you have heart. You know what I'm saying? The way the mother cares about her son, the family life she has at home, the friend that's always looking out for him, saying, you know, don't lose yourself. You're becoming something different, you know, and even him opening himself up to being something different, at least trying to, you know, see what it's like to be an adult for real. There's just so much heart and compassion and very, very intentional thought put into moments of what it's like to be an adult while having the mind and the heart and the vigor of a child, which I really appreciate. So with this one, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Normally I give a score, and I'm gonna leave it open. I'm gonna leave it open for you guys. I really love the movie, but I wanna know you guys' score down below. Let me know, is it a 5-star film? 4, 3, 2, or is it a 1-star film? Which there's no way you can go below, like, say 3.5 on this movie. This movie is a lot of fun, and it's still a very valuable film even today. It's just interesting seeing the older cars and stuff. It's very cool. So guys, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk about Big. Let's talk about other nostalgic movies and how great Tom Hanks has been for like a very long time. So guys, before I bounce, I'm gonna tell all y'all to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that NERDSoul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart, and please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other, and remember, always hold on to that youthful vigor. It's definitely gonna serve you well as an adult. Peace.